A few weeks ago, I revealed the news that I have been waiting all year to tell you, that we finally moved to a new, much larger, and completely renovated apartment. In that video, I promised that I would give you a tour of my new office space as soon as I was settled into it, and today is the day. I'm going to show you all around my room for those of you who are curious, including inside cabinets and closets. The furniture layout is a little unusual, as you'll see, and I hope that what I've done inspires you to play around with your rooms too. You may also get ideas on how to organize things within your own space by seeing the way that I've chosen to organize things in mine. And there will be lots of bags. You'll get a peek at how I store and organize my bag collection, and you may just get a peek at a few bags that I haven't revealed on my channel yet. Stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. By the way, welcome. I'm Autumn Beckman, and I am here to help you live your most luxurious life within your budget. I post new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those, and so you don't miss my daily community posts, where I post the best sales of the day and fabulous handbags that I find. You also may want to check out my website, autumnbeckman.com. I will have it linked in the description box below, and that is where I have handbags and accessories for sale, as well as planner pages such as the My Handbag Collection planner, the heart of which is the item tracker. This is the front and back where you can record everything you'd want to know about your handbags and small goods. But stay tuned, because very soon I'm going to drop a ton of new planner pages, and not just for handbags. So if you're a planner person, you'll want to be subscribed so you don't miss that video. And you may want to sign up for the email newsletter on my website, because I'll be sending out information about it there too. Now, a little over a year ago, we moved from Houston, Texas up here near Portland, Oregon. And if you saw the office tour that I did from our previous apartment, which I will link in the description box below, you're going to notice that I kept a lot pretty much the same in this new office. However, this is a larger room, so I've been able to utilize that space in what I think is a creative and interesting way. So I'll go through the room in detail, and I will link below in the description box everything I can that I think you might be interested in. And if there's anything you want to know about that I haven't linked, just ask in the comment section. And now let's commence the tour. Just outside my door, I have these 4 prints of dog drawings that I did. Here's the Joy of Cooking. These are all food related because they used to be in our kitchen. Here's one with the Cuisinart. That's me and Paul. The Joy of Cooking was all me. Here is me and Paul drinking Cuba Libres. And then over here, it's me and Paul making chocolate covered strawberries. Yum. Now let's enter the new office. And here it is. Here's a quick little look. You can see how I have my YouTube setup done with the camera and the light. My desk, there's my YouTube background. And then over here, we'll get to all that in just a minute. But first, let's start with the desk. Even though the room is carpeted, I put down this rug to add some color. And this is where I spend most of my time. This is what I look at all day. I start my day by writing a journal entry in here. I'm almost done with this, so I'm going to move over to this notebook next. This notebook is for finances. This one is for YouTube video scheduling. This is a little pouch from one of my Naghetti bags that has a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in it. This is a little wooden drawer system that I got from Amazon. Move this out of the way. So this has pens, scissors, rulers, hand sanitizer, that kind of stuff. This one has sticky notes. I use those all the time for planning. And then this one has a few miscellaneous things, some little tabs, whiteout, headphones, loop earplugs. On top, we have little coasters that I made with my dog drawings. One of my reading glasses. This is the remote for my light, my wallet, and my Agenda PM from Louis Vuitton. And then in front of that, I keep this little bowl. This was my dog Sebastian. Some of you remember him. That was his bowl. Has him painted on it. I drew all that. And this has some miscellaneous stuff that I use all the time. A little reusable shopping bag. This is the lens cap for the camera that I'm using now. I've been using the measuring tape a lot since we moved. And of course, my trusty box opener. Little notebook, my new iPhone 16 in the teal color, love that. The tripod that I just remembered I'm supposed to be using right now to film this. Let's do that. That's better. It's a lot easier to hold the camera. Some tissues. This is a little pouch from Henry's Leather. I can link that below, and it's full of hard drives, like this little one here. I use a ton of hard drives for all the work I do, and I have these these labels on them to help me know which hard drive is for what. This is a little pin cushion that I just got that looks like a cactus with a yellow rose on it. Very cute. I just bought a new sewing machine. I'm having to rebuy all my sewing supplies too. Little Bose speaker. This is a shipping label printer that I use to print out shipping labels, obviously. And then the planners that I'm using currently. So there's this one for calendar stuff. These are pages that I designed. I'm gonna have those for sale on my website soon. And this is my Louis Vuitton Kusama notebook cover. And this has a bunch of sketches and ideas and notes for business stuff primarily. And this one is in my Agenda GM in Damier Ben with a Lamy pen. Love those. And then of course behind my desk are my YouTube cabinets. You'll recognize those. If you're interested in all the bags on the shelves and what they are, I have another video where I went over all that not too long ago, so I'll link that below. But I will show you what's in these cabinets. This first one is all notebooks and journals. The ones on the top are empty. The ones on the bottom have been used. And then in the second cabinet, I have books. These are mostly business books on the bottom, and then luxury books on the top or handbag related, and a couple more planners. And then next to these cabinets is something I'm so happy about. This is my little jewelry area. Jewelry nook. All those boxes underneath are things that are waiting to be unboxed in videos, and I've got my little stool. Then I have this whole table devoted to nothing but jewelry. And the reason for that is I needed a place to put these giant wolf jewelry boxes. I won't go through every drawer here, but I just want to show you how that comes out and it lays flat. So I needed a place for just the jewelry boxes to be, and then those panels to be able to lay flat. Because when those are out, I can pull the drawers out. And if you're interested in a jewelry video, it's been a while since I did one, but I'll link one below. There's the dog bag that I got recently, the Dachshund bag. And I have the two wolf jewelry boxes. By the way, they have a new one that looks like a trunk. It's very, very cool. I will link it below. Over here behind the jewelry boxes, I have this tray from Henry Bendel, which I love. This is a little vase that I've used before as a pencil cup. It's from my grandmother's funeral. Someone sent flowers in it. This is a little Waterford clock that Paul got me for our very first anniversary, a long time ago, before we were married. And I have this little Waterford vase that I also sometimes use for pens and pencils. And then these little Dachshund bowls for jewelry. And of course the Hermes sushi tray and soy dish, which I use for jewelry. This little jewelry box, which I got at TJ Maxx years ago. And then in these drawers, I have placed some jewelry trays that I got from Amazon because they're super helpful for organizing, especially this one because I can keep all my pendant necklaces organized and the chains don't get tangled. These are all polishing cloths. This one has 12 compartments. This has 24, and this is one big tray. Above the jewelry table, I have a painting of a Doberman that I did a while back. And then this is a colored pencil drawing that a friend had commissioned for me of Sebastian after he passed a few years ago. And speaking of him and my lovely tree view outside, which I adore, I love looking at trees. I have this art piece up. These are Sebastian's paw prints. My room has a balcony door, and this is the view that I get to look at every day. Look how beautiful this tree is with the changing color. And then when we turn around here, I have this big wall that is still blank. What I'm still working on, the room is not completely finished, is I need to get frames for some artwork. So I may put these 3 pictures up. Not sure. I may put something different on that wall. I don't know. This is one of my photos taken in Florence, Italy, of the Ponte Vecchio Bridge. This is the mall in New York City, not one of my photos. And then this pretty obviously is Venice, and I did take that picture. And that leads us back to the front door. Here I have a big mirror, which I really don't need anymore. You'll see why. And then we have the dog area. Say hello, doggos. This is the dog bench that you saw me film on a few weeks ago. They have their very own bench, a stool to help them get up there, 2 pillows to make it very cushy. There's a blue blanket underneath them so the bench doesn't get covered in dog hair. And then the green blanket is a heated blanket, which Baron loves. Hello, Roxy. How are you, beautiful? Such a sweet girl. And hello, Vincent. Wait, you're not Vincent. Hello, Baron. Roxy wants all the pets, Baron. You don't get any. She's very jealous. Roxy. This little table with the marble top I got from TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of those. And then above the dog bench is a painting I did years ago of Sebastian and a Doberman that we had named Jethro. And that brings us around to the closets. And this is why I don't need that mirror, because the closet doors are mirrored. It's very spooky. When you look down here, especially at night, it goes on forever. But let's see what is in the closets. So here we have the laundry hamper, suitcases. I have a bookshelf here with some folded clothes. The baskets have things like socks, underwear, stuff like that. A hammer, a little random, and more of that stuff. Up on the top is mostly holiday things. Let's go to the other side. So holiday things, and I have all my sweaters folded. This is all my clothes and my jackets. And then below that, I have a little shoe shelf with my shoes. And then when we turn around, there's another closet. This is the fun one. This is where all the handbags are. Well, some of the handbags. So there's my small goods shelf with a bunch of small goods and pouches and things on it. And of course, my sparkly sequin Fendi baguette, the little tiny mini one. That's where I keep my hangers. And then up here, I have some shoe racks that have all my Louis Vuitton and some of my other higher end bags, Chanel and all that. Those are all stored up there where they won't get dust on them. Under that, I have my Longchamp bags hanging, the ones that fold, all my Hermes and other scarves. And then there's another bookshelf that has Hermes boxes, some larger pouches, travel items, and more travel items and camera stuff. That's what all the stuff on the bottom is. Coming at it from the other side, there's my Biltmore advent calendar that Winnie gave me last year. Some artwork that I'm not going to hang. Above that, I have more bags hanging. Most of these will be for sale in an upcoming vlog sale, except for these Longchamp bags. These are, let's see if I can show you. These are scarf hangers, but I have one for all my chain straps, one for, I guess, brown leather, one for vachetta, and one for black leather straps. That helps keep them organized. And then up here, hats and the same bags you just saw. Now, when we come out of the closet area, you can see where we started with the dogs and the desk and all that stuff, the YouTube cabinets. But here is the cool thing that I did with the furniture that I think is unusual. I don't have those cabinets right up against the wall. What I did was put them more in the middle of the room to create another storage space back here, which we'll look at in just a second. So I have this one cabinet that's on the end, so I'm not just looking at like the ugly sides or the backs of any cabinets. I was able to store a bunch of handbags on that. I need a home for that. I don't have a place for it right now. But these are a bunch of handbags. A lot of these will be for sale. I did keep the Coach green Times Square tabby in the 20 size. Above here, by the way, are all my bigger bags that don't fit on the shelf. And then in the back where the shoes are, a bunch of things that will be in a vlog sale. Here's a painting that a friend of mine did of Sebastian in New York. Another view of trees. And this is my printer area where I have all my planner pages. This is where I organize planner pages that are printed out for sale. I have another cabinet coming. These top two boxes are bags that will be in my next video for Coach. This is artwork that I still need to deal with. And there's more artwork here. Look at those cute little babies. They're so adorable. And I also kept the Times Square Tabby 26. So I did keep both. And this is definitely my favorite size, the larger one. I wore it a couple times this week. I've got this little charm from Coach, from the outlet. This is a vintage Coach charm from their Poppy collection with the New York City skyline. And then the Coach teddy bear that I got recently. And over here I have my printer stand with my Marshall Bluetooth speaker, which is fabulous. And remember when I was moving, that's the one that I dropped and hit against my car. It does still work, even though I hit it really hard. This is my Cricut hole punches and things. And then my printer that I use for everything, fabulous printer. I will link it below. This little shelf is great for storing paper and other supplies. And when we turn around from this corner, there's all that again. We go into the closet, or the second storage area. And there's a lot to see here, as you can tell. So one of the reasons that I wanted to create this space is that I have a lot of things that if I had them all out in this part of the office, the colors don't really go with the decor out here. So instead, I still wanted to have them displayed where I can see them, but I wanted them not in that main space. So this is what I've done, and that includes some of these paintings. And I have this painting on the floor. This is from Italy. It's of Burano, Italy. that I need to get framed, and that'll go up in this blank space. But let's look at the other artwork. This is an oil pastel that I got in New Braunfels, and this is a painting of a fish that I did. This is a drawing that some elephants at the Houston Zoo did. This is a painting of Sebastian jumping up to get his dinosaur toy. I did that painting. These two paintings I did. This is the Empire State Building from the window of my apartment in Sunnyside, Queens, when I was in school up there, and I painted that dog. This painting I got at a gallery in Wimberley, Texas. This sign is from the Houston Zoo where I used to volunteer, and then all of these are my bag charms. So that's where I keep all those, and I'll show you those up close a little bit. I hang them from these tie racks that I mount to the wall. These are all my Louis Vuitton ones, except this one, which is Tory Burch. These here are all Coach. The next one is an assortment. There's some vintage Coach, Portland leather goods, and a few other things. This is a little tile that I got in Civita, Italy. And these are miscellaneous Portland leather goods, dress up your purse, and a few other things. My Lauderay charm. This Birds of the Rainforest sign was also from the Houston Zoo. And then all this stuff I'm still dealing with on this shelf here, trying to find a home for all that. Over here, that's the back of my jewelry table. You can see the dog over there. And then on my cabinets, well, first of all, up top, things that will be for sale at some point. And then on this cabinet, I have office supplies and sewing supplies. I'm still organizing this shelf. Dust bags, charcoal packs, shipping supplies, have some luxury books, paper for the planner printers, shipping supplies, more paper. Over here, these two shelves have boxes with office supplies and other supplies in them. Above that, I have some miscellaneous Coach bags that will be for sale at some point. And above that, still working on this shelf too, some artwork and miscellaneous things. And then here, these are the things that I haven't been able to display since I've been in Oregon until I got into this space. This has a lot of my little colorful Mexican artwork and other things. I have a Henry Bendel section over here along with a few other pieces. I love these little hanging birds, and you can see a lot of the little Mexican artwork pieces there. These are some clear tiered trays that I got to display that stuff, so it's not just all cluttered on the same level. You can see it better. This I got in New Orleans, this flying frog, love him. And there's another hanging bird. And then in the middle of those cabinets, I have this wooden mask. I think it's from Guatemala, but I got it in Key West. And below that, I have a scarf hanger that has all my Twillies on it. And I'm not sure that this is how I really want to display them, but that's where they are for now. And they're just hanging on this hook that's wedged between the two cabinets at the moment. So that is a tour of my new office. I hope you enjoyed. Still a few things to do, but it's almost there. We are so much happier in this apartment than we were in the other one. Paul's office is exactly the same size as mine. He has his set up very differently, but he was telling me just the other day how much he loves his space now and how much, since being in this new, bigger space, he realizes he hated the last office that he was in, which really that was my main motivation to get out of that apartment and into this one, because his space was so tiny. The dogs certainly seem to be enjoying it, even though I'm getting a little side eye from Roxy right now. Oh, and Vincent. I know some of you will ask about Vincent. Here she is. She got a new house herself. Same size as the old one, but with wheels this time, because the last one, the wheels broke off on the way to Texas. See if I can get you a better view of her. There she is. So now we can wheel her outside when the weather is nice. And she has a great view outside of lots of trees and wildlife. What do you think, Vincent? You like it here? Ah, you're a silly bird. Bye, Vincent. Remember, everything that I can think to link in here will be linked in the description box below. Let me know in the comments section if you got any ideas from this, and if so, what they are. Well, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.